Now, subqueries allow us to nest a select statement within another statement. It could be within another select statement, or an insert, update, or delete statement. And we can use the result of this nested select statement to act on the outer statement, the outer select, insert, update, or delete. So that's the way it works. The outer select statement, the one, if you will, on the top, operates on the rows returned from the inner select. It operates on that data. It uses the data returned to make a decision about what to bring back in the outer or upper select. Now, one cool thing about a subquery is the inner and outer select statements may refer to the same table, and this allows us to do sort of a self-join, and an easier way than doing a self-join through a joining process. Let's start without a subquery. We're going to have a book. We're looking for the book that has the same price as the book called Straight Talk About Computers. Now, if you didn't know anything about subqueries, you would run this first statement. Give me the price, select price from book where title equals Straight Talk About Computers. We take out our handy little pencil and we'd write down $19.99. And then we'd run the second select statement. Select title and price from book where price equals $19.99. And that would bring us all the books that had that same price as Straight Talk About Computers. Or we could do this all in one statement. And here it is. We can say, select title and price from book where the price is in the price that comes back from the book table, where title equals Straight Talk About Computers. Now we can use in there, and we should use in if we're not sure if we're going to get 0, 1, or many rows returned. And I'll show you why later. In this case, we're pretty confident that we're only going to get one result returned. So instead of in, I'm actually going to use equals in the statement that I demo. Let me go to where I have these saved off. First, I'm going to run these two statements. Apparently it's $29.99 in this database. Let's take a look. I'm going to run both of these. So we see that the price is $29.99 for Straight Talk About Computers. And then here there are 4 books, and then another one, which is the book itself, Straight Talk About Computers. Okay, let's go get the full statement with a subquery. I'm going to put that in our interface. So I have title, price, book, price equals. I used equal instead of in here as I showed on the slide. And the subselect or the inner select, all it's selecting is the price, where the book is Straight Talk About Computers. So this whole statement will get converted into $29.99 because that's what's returned from that. And it'll be just like I did select title price from book where price equals $29.99. Let me run this. All right, we've got the same thing we had before. We see the price is all $29.99. We didn't need to know that. Now let's say someone raised the price of Straight Talk About Computers. Well, we'd get a different answer because if they didn't raise the price on the other 4 books, then we would get something else back. Perhaps nothing. Don't know. Data changes all the time. We never had to know exactly what the price was to get this statement to run. We just had to know that we wanted the price of Straight Talk About Computers, and we'll return it and get all the books. Okay? I'm going to go to the next slide. Now, let's talk about joins versus subqueries. Because very often you can write a join instead of a subquery or a subquery instead of a join. It isn't always possible, but it's usually possible. Now the join has certain advantages. One, you can return result information from all the tables. But the disadvantage is sometimes you might need 2 or more statements to get the desired results. The subquery can compare aggregates to other values. That's something you can't do in a join, not easily. We can get information in a single statement, but the disadvantage is we can only return information or results from the outer select statement. So that can be an issue, and if it is, then you need to work with a join. So here's an example. The first way I'm doing a join, I'm just getting where the publisher and author have the same city. Okay, and that's a join up here. The one below here, I'm showing give me the name from the publisher where the city is in the list of cities returned from the author table. So we have that. And so I'll get the same answer, except in this answer, I can only get the publisher name. I can't get everything else. Let's go ahead and run these statements. And I'll run them together. In our interface, paste it in. So they're both here. So the first one brings back Algo Data Info Systems and the names of the authors. But here, I can only bring in the name of the publisher because I cannot, let's go back to the statement, I cannot get at information in the inner select, in the author table out here. I can only see the publisher information. So it's a judgment call on when you use a subquery over a join. You see me use the in operator a little bit, and I haven't fully explained what it is. Even without a subquery, we can use an in operator to generate a list of things and avoid using a lot of for statements. So if I wanted to get a statement like this, I want to see where authors that live in Tennessee, Kansas, or Maryland. If I use the normal way with an or, I say state equals Tennessee, or state equals Kansas, or state equals Maryland. But I can simplify it doing it this way. I can say state in this list, and it's a list of the states that I'm interested in, Tennessee, Kansas, and Maryland. Let's go ahead and run that. I'll go ahead and run both statements at a time. In our interface, let me clear that out. And now we'll run both statements. So you see, I get 3 rows back, and here I get 3. It's the same data. This is just a little bit easier to type. Now, the cool thing is, if I could replace this somehow, this list, with another select statement that generates a list of states, that will work if it gives me what I want. Let's go back to these slides. So here's one way to do it. Now I'm going to do a slightly different thing. In the inner select, the one on the bottom, I'm going to select the state from the author table where the state is not California. That's actually a somewhat bigger list. We'll go ahead and run it. In our interface, I'll clear it out, paste it in, and run the statement. So here, I've got Kansas, Tennessee, Oregon, Minnesota, number of states, more than what I had before. But I got a list of all non-California authors, and there's a lot of California authors. There's more, actually, than this list here. So I eliminated that, and in this inner select here, that list of states is what was produced. And then this outer select used that list to produce this. So conceptually, it was like we wrote the statement not equal California first, and then we plugged it in like that as a whole list. And this ends part 1 of using subqueries. We'll continue with the presentation in the next lesson.